to rubble.
From ABC, this is World News Tonight, Saturday.
Good evening, I'm Aaron Brown. It is, we suspect, unlikely you know the name Teenie Harris. Mr. Harris died in 1998, and his genius may have remained largely unnoticed had it not been for a lawsuit that rescued thousands of his pictures, his life's work, from obscurity. And what a life it was, and what a body of work it is. Photos of a time and place that have long since passed. Charles Teenie Harris photographed his home, Pittsburgh's Hill District, during the Hill's heyday, the 30s, the 40s, and the 50s.
Just about anybody in the city, when he walked down the street, and especially with that camera, they knew it was Teenie Harris.
He never threw away a negative, tens of thousands over a lifetime. The pictures were saved. The neighborhood was not.
We had theaters and different types of stores. All kinds of businesses were in this block. It's hard to look at it now and think about what it was like. For instance, right here, where that picture was taken, the rail is the only thing left. And this is the saving grace, that we actually still can go back and see what it was like.
In those days, the Hill went day and night. There was a lot of life, a lot of activity, a lot of energy in the Hill.
Louis Armstrong, Bill Bojangles Robinson, Dizzy Gillespie, Duke Ellington, all came to play in the Hill, all photographed by Harris. He took many of his pictures for the then famous black newspaper, the Pittsburgh Courier.
I had 3 other photographers, very, very good, but their pictures came up short when you compared them with Teenie's. That picture he took of Eleanor Roosevelt, all the other media took pictures of her with the mayor, the governor, and he took the picture of her with these children. No one else had a picture like that.
He covered the Negro Leagues. He photographed the great Jackie Robinson, Joe Louis. But more often, he photographed the ordinary and made it great. A natural talent with no formal training, it is his record of daily life in the Hill that sets his work apart.
In those days, blacks and whites lived side by side. They went to the same schools. They shopped in the same stores. Well, these pictures that Harris took are going to set the Hill District and Teenie Harris up as the best documentation of black urban life in the 20th century that we have. I don't think there's any question about that.
But it took a court fight to bring them to light. In 1986, at age 78, Teenie Harris, who could read only simple words, signed away the rights to his negatives to a local businessman for $3,000.
Because Teenie could not read, he didn't understand that he had transferred everything by signing this document. And our job was to invalidate or set that agreement aside so that we could get the negatives back.
These pictures of Teenie were taken not long before he died in 1998, the same year that Cindy Kernick took his case, and did something lawyers rarely do. She promised to win.
He looked at me and he said, promise me you'll get them back. Now, I told him that lawyers can't make those kind of promises. The law is not always fair. And he looked at me again and he said, promise me.
Teenie Harris died the next day, but Cindy Kernick kept her promise. She won the case last year and never took a dime in payment.
Actually, it'll go a little bit higher.
So today the collection is back in the hands of Teenie's family, who are making it available to all of us. The 82 pictures now at the Westmoreland Museum of American Art outside Pittsburgh are just a fraction of the full archive. Many of the negatives have not yet been examined. Teenie himself remembered it all this way.
I say we were happy in them days when them pictures were taken. And I'll never come again, I'll tell you right now.
The exhibition at the Westmoreland Museum of American Art just outside of Pittsburgh in Greensburg, Pennsylvania, runs through June.